All right. Good afternoon, everybody. Luis Morales here, health fitness specialist with Exos at Autodesk, coming to you live from West Hollywood, California today, Workout Wednesday. I'm going to go ahead and get right into what we got going on here today. So the plan is going to do kind of some of our usual stuff. That's 3 rounds, 6 movements. What we're going to be doing as far as the structure goes is ascending intervals. So we're going to start with some shorter intervals of rest for the first round, or shorter intervals of work, excuse me, and longer rest. And then we're going to get up into lots of work, not a lot of rest. So a couple new movements also here that I'm excited to get into with you guys. What we'll start with is something that's not necessarily new, and that is a cool push-up variation that is super effective, whether you're doing it from the knees or just the regular way, kind of hands and toes. What we're going to be doing today is some seal push-ups. So if you're not already kind of familiar with this one, pretty grueling push-up. What we're going to do, starting in that kind of usual position, is lower ourselves all the way down. And we're actually going to rest our whole front of our bodies onto the ground. So we're going to lose all that tension in the upper body or throughout the body. We're going to try and lift those hands up just a little bit and then make contact with the ground again with those hands and push ourselves back up. So again, what makes this one kind of really challenging is that we're losing all that tension for a moment, taking our hands off, and then having to reactivate, pull those shoulders back, push with the chest, use those triceps as well. And that's how we're going to do it. Again, kneeling, it'll be pretty much the same thing. If you're from the knees, lower yourselves down all the way, lose that tension, lift the hands up just a hair. And then you guys can choose to kind of either push up regular, or you can kind of add some power to it and explode as long as those wrists are feeling okay. So that's our first one, the seal push-ups. Next up, we're going to get into a lower push movement, and that is the pulse squat. So just your regular air squat. Feel free to load this up if you guys like. Holding something out heavy in front of you is always a great way to load it up. But again, just going down as deep as we comfortably can, halfway up, all the way down, and then all the way up, squeezing glutes, hamstrings, and quads all the way. All right, next up, to keep that heart rate up and to keep this kind of a high intensity bout throughout, what we're gonna do is some skipping in place. Now, what that generally wants to look like, we wanna be able to swing those arms kind of opposite the legs coming up. And what it wants to be is a kind of double tap. So kind of double tapping with the feet, or kind of double tapping on trying to squish something on the ground with the balls of the feet here. Bringing those knees up to around hip level. The arms don't have to swing up too high, but this is kind of how we're gonna keep our heart rates up throughout the workout here today. All right, next up after that, new movements here. So the kickstand squat. This is a really great progression if you want to eventually get into a single leg squat, kind of unsupported, whether it's down to a bench or something like that, or just eventually into that super advanced pistol squat. So with the kickstand squat, we're going to develop a nice narrow stance for a change. And I'll start with my right leg here. What I'm going to do is shift on my weight into my right leg. The left foot can be right to the side or kind of slightly behind that right foot, or slightly a little further back, so to say. And all our weight is just on the right. The left one is just there, kind of like the title is as a kickstand. So we're not going to come all the way down as deep as our usual air squat. We're going to come down to about a nice right angle in the knee. So right to about there, or as deep as you comfortably can go. And what we're going to get out of this is a lot of quad, a lot of hamstring, and a lot of glute, all at the same time. So this is all kind of as deep as we have to go, and you guys will kind of feel it out as we get into it. If this is brand new for you, you'll kind of find your groove after a few of these. But again, all the weight that we have has to be in that one side. So we got to make sure we're still pushing the knee out over the toes, over those middle toes. Make sure that that glute is on, but this is about as low as we're going to go. And again, just loading up one leg, the other leg just there for support. Can't be any other weight in that other leg. So we're going to do that for one side, and then other side as well. So the other side, again, my right foot is kind of a little bit further back. My left foot, all my weight to my left. I'm going to come down about a little more than halfway of my usual kind of regular air squat. But again, has to be a narrow stance, all the weight in that one side, and then we're pushing away, staying all the way up. So those are our kind of single leg focuses for this workout. The last movement we're going to be doing is the T's bent over. So love this one for the rear shoulders. Really also challenging to kind of stay in this hinge position. So we're gonna push our tails back so we can kind of get into this hinge position. You want to maybe feel some hamstring tension. The back's got to be super flat. We're gonna have the palms out, bringing the arms out nice and straight to form a big T. We want to make sure we're not shrugging, but those shoulder blades are in our back pockets and the thumbs are ending pointing up towards the ceiling. We're going to feel the back of those shoulders and that big shoulder blade pinch and just go back and forth here, kind of flying or flapping our wings almost like a bird. And that is going to be our final movement. So shout out to Jazzy for putting that one in the chat if you guys are confused on where we're going to go or what we're doing throughout here. Jazzy's got that in the chat for you. Also, clarification on the kickstand squat. Since we're going to do one leg at a time, I'm going to go ahead and designate the right leg to go first and then the left leg to go second each round. So I'll be instructing that as we go along. Let me go ahead and bring the camera down just a little bit, or up actually. There we go. Perfect. Okay. All right, guys. So now that we got basically our plan in place, let's go ahead and get into our warm-up. So let's start in the bottom of our space here, and we'll go ahead and start with dynamic runners, or the version I like of the world's greatest stretch. Let's start by pushing those hips back, trying to reach the ground here, making sure we're breathing in this position too. I know it may feel a little weird or different. Go ahead and bend those knees so those hands can make contact with the ground. And then we're gonna walk those hands out all the way until we can get into a nice push-up kind of starting position, or a nice high plank with a nice straight line from the shoulders down to the heels. Now from here, left foot, gonna make a big lunge, trying to place it outside of that left hand. From here, we're feeling that hip stretch. And let's go ahead and let that left hand leave the ground. Reach up towards the ceiling or sky, look past that left thumb. Take a moment to kind of breathe in this position. Can you straighten out that back leg? Good job, guys, good job. Turn that neck as much as you can. All right, let's bring that left hand back down. We're gonna bring that left foot back, and we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So big lunge with the right side, right foot going outside the right hand. We're feeling that hip stretch here for a second, and then let's reach up towards the ceiling or sky with that right hand. Breathe. Can you keep that back leg straight? If you shift the hips around, do you feel more stretch? All things to consider here. All right, guys, let's bring that right hand back down to the ground. Right foot is going to come back, meet the left. And then from here, we can push ourselves up into a quick downward dog. Take a breath in this position. And then let's slowly start to walk those hands back in towards the feet. So bend the knees as needed. And then we're pretty much ending in this forward fold position. And then we can slowly bring ourselves back up. Head, neck, and shoulders, last thing to come up. Good job, guys. Okay. Second part of our warm-up, since we're going to be using the legs a lot today, specifically with some pushing, let's just go ahead and get about 5 to 7 regular air squats in. Before you guys start, make sure that we're kind of torquing the ground here. So we're trying to spread the ground apart with our feet. Feet are kind of pulling the ground away from each other. You guys are going to feel the torque in the hips, and then we can start to go down, pushing the knees out over those second toes with those outside toes, and then using the glutes and quads to bring ourselves back up. Make sure to kind of use those exhales as we go here, guys. It's going to help us activate those core muscles. Even though we're kind of not loading these squats, we want to make sure the core is tight so our spine can be supported. And we can just practice for when we do have loads involved. Good job, guys. All right, wherever we're at, let's make this the last one. Good job, good job. All right, you guys. So again, if you guys are confused, go ahead and check out the chat as far as the order goes. I'm gonna get the timer set up here. It's gonna be our usual about 18 minutes of work. Again, ascending intervals. So less rest, more work in the beginning. It's gonna be the opposite towards the end. All right, starting with those seal push-ups. Let's get it going in 3, 2, and 1. All right, you guys. So in that push-up starting position, want to lower ourselves all the way down, take our hands off, and push ourselves all the way up. Good work, you guys, good work. Make sure when we take those hands off the ground that they're coming back right into the same position that they were in. We also want to make sure that as we come down, the shoulders are not near the ears here at all. We're not kind of shrugging in this position. Got to have those shoulders down, squeezing the armpits. Almost done. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good work, you guys. All right, good start. 20 seconds of rest here, and then we're getting into our pulse squats, kind of like 1.5 squats here. Take a moment, grab some water if you need to. All right. Coming up here, our 1.5 or the pulse squats. 3, 2, 1. All right, all the way down, halfway up, all the way down, and then all the way up, using those glutes, guys. Same thing as the warm-up. Apply some torque to the ground here. Want to make sure those hips are activated, those glutes are activated, so there's no way our knees are coming in at all over the big toe or even inside that arch of our foot. Good work, everybody. Good work. We got about 10 seconds left, and we're starting with less work, and then it will get harder. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, guys, so coming up next is our skip in place. Now, if you guys are in a position that you are unable to skip, or it's probably not great to skip, let's go ahead and do a nice aggressive march. It's gonna be pretty similar without that double tap of the feet. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. We're kind of double tapping the foot on the ground here. Trying to swing those knees up to hip level. Trying to make contact, the same part of the ground pretty much each time with your feet. Good work, you guys. Arms are swinging too in unison with the opposite leg. That's how we're gonna keep our heart rates up here. Got about 10 more seconds. Let's keep it going. We got that right leg kickstand squat coming up next. 3, 2, 1, and we're resting. Good work, you guys, good work. Calves are now woken up. Grab a little bit of water if you need it. All right, guys, so remember with this one, it's gonna be a narrow stance. I'll give you guys the side view from me. Here we go, 3, 2, 1, narrow stance. Kickstand foot is slightly behind. We're going down, pushing the knees out over the toes until we can reach a good solid right angle if we can in the knee. And we're pushing away from the ground just with that right leg. This is all about the right leg here, guys. Shouldn't feel anything in that left leg. Good work, guys, good work. Make sure you feel that glute as we go down. Glute and quad and hamstring are what we're looking to feel here. We're almost done. Got time for at least one more. 3, 2, 1. All right, guys, we're resting. So other side coming up next. The next interval is all about that left leg. Again, off foot is going to be slightly behind that primary foot here. No weight in that right leg this time. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Good job, you guys. Good job. Push the knees over those middle to outside toes as much as you can. Going down as far as you comfortably can. Looking for about a nice 90-degree angle at the knee. And just to clarify, that doesn't mean your thigh bone has to be parallel to the ground. Just means a right angle at that knee, whatever that may be, if you can see yourself. Good work, you guys, good work. All your weight in that left leg. We're working still 10 more seconds. Good job, guys, good job. It's okay to take it slow in this first interval. Next couple intervals, we're gonna speed it up a little bit. All right, let's rest. Good job, everybody, good job. All right, glutes are all woken up. Last thing what we're gonna do in this round one is the T's bent over. So again, hinge position is our primary concern, and then we'll get those shoulders moving, pinching together. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. All right, let's find that good hinge position first. The arches are up. Palms are facing away from us. Thumbs are up, and we're pinching those shoulder blades together. and then bringing them back down. Make sure we can also kind of exhale forcefully here, guys. Find that core, find what's going to support us in this nice flat back hinge position for the duration of these intervals. Want to make sure that there's no arching, that we're neutral as can be. Should be no strain on the lower back here. Want those hips pushed back, tension in the hamstrings and the glutes. 3, 2, 1, and let's rest. Stand it all the way up by squeezing those glutes. Good job, you guys. Okay, still push-ups coming up next. We're getting a little bit longer in these intervals. 45 seconds of work coming up here. All right, guys, 5 more seconds. Let's get ready. 3, 2, 1. All right, here we go. Lowering yourself all the way down. Hands come up for a second, and then we're pushing away. Think big chest squeeze as we push away from the ground. We're also squeezing those armpits, making sure the shoulder blades are not up near our ears. Make sure we still can develop that core tension too as we come up. Don't lose that because you will be feeling it in the low back. Good work, you guys, good work. Push away from the ground, use that power if you want to. We got 10 more seconds. Everyone's killing it. Good job, guys. Almost done here. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Nicely done, everybody. Okay, pulse squats are coming up next. We are up in standing. Here we go, guys. 3, 2, 1. Torque the ground, down, up halfway, and then all the way up with those glute squeezes here, guys. Good job, everybody. Good job. Big glute squeezes as we come up halfway and as we come up all the way. Good work, everybody. Good work. Everyone's doing great. Got about 15 seconds left. Let's keep pushing it. Round 2 here. Good work, everybody. Good work. Only 5 more seconds of work here. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, guys. So skipping in place is coming up next. Let's go ahead and get ready for that. Again, double tapping the ground, aggressive march if you can. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's get it going. Knees still up around hip level, guys. Don't get lazy with those knees. I want to be up nice and tall here, guys. Imagine you guys have a string pulling that head up towards the ceiling. Core's got to be really tight. Support the rest of our body. Good work, guys. Way to swing those arms. Way to swing those knees. About 15 more seconds. Let's keep it moving. Good work, everybody. Good work. We're almost done. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. And we're resting. Beautiful work, guys. Okay, that kickstand squat is coming up next. All that weight is going to be in our right legs here. All right. 3, 2, 1. All the weight in that right leg, guys. Left leg, just like a kickstand. Just barely keeping us stable here. Should feel all of this in the glute and the quad of that right leg as we work on it. You can even lean over that right foot a little bit more. Use those toes to grip the ground. Keep that arch up off the ground. Good job, you guys. Good job. As we get better at this, we can start to push away from the ground. A little more force here. Propel that body weight upwards. 10 more seconds. Come on. Good work, everybody. Good work. Remember, it's not about how deep you can go. You just want to feel that quad, that glute. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good job, you guys. Okay, left foot is coming, or left leg, I should say, is coming up next. Same deal. Right one is now the kickstand. Here we go. All right, let's get into it. Push that knee over those toes, and then push away from that ground. Coincidentally, this is about how deep we would dip if we were winding up for a nice big jump. Good work, you guys. Use that left leg, push away from the ground here. Use those toes, grip the ground. Good work, everybody, good work. Whole foot is staying on the ground here. Almost done, 10 seconds. Let's keep it going. Good work, everybody. Push that knee out and time. Good work, good work. All right, you guys, T's bent over. Last time we're gonna do it for 45 seconds. Then our last round is coming up. Lots of work there, minimal rest. All right, 3, 2, 1, here we go. Push that car door shut with your tail, with your hips. And then it's big pinches through the shoulder blades here. Trying to bring those thumbs up, make holes in the ceiling. Keep that core nice and tight. Keep the tension in those glutes and those hamstrings. Shouldn't be feeling it in the low back whatsoever. Good work, everybody, good work. Big pinches, guys, like you're trying to crack an egg back there. We got 10 seconds left. Let's keep moving, let's keep working. 3, 2, 1, and time. Squeeze those glutes, stand up. All right, you guys, lots of work, a little bit of rest coming up. Starting at the top of those seal push-ups. Here we go, last round, see what we can do. 3, 2, 1. All right, you guys, 50 seconds of work here. Let's see how well we can do. If this was a time, or if there was a time to go all out, it is now. Squeeze those armpits, squeeze that chest. Lowering yourself all the way down still. Hands are coming off for a millisecond. Pushing ourselves back up, 20 more seconds. Good work, everybody, good work. Way to feel that burn. We're almost done. Good work here, guys. Good work. Come on, keep it going. 3, 2, 1, and let's rest. Good job, everybody, good job. Stand it up real quick. All right, 3, 2, 1. You guys know what we're doing. It's the pulse squats. Get that torque. Glutes and hamstring, or glutes and quads here. Hamstrings too, but this is what we're focusing on here. Big glute squeezes as we come halfway up and then all the way up. I know we might be breathing hard, but don't forget that core's got to stay on. Good work, everybody, good work. Support that spine. Good work. Squeeze those glutes like we're crushing a walnut here. Push those knees out. Good work, everybody, good work. Almost done. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and we're resting. All right, guys, going into our skips in place. Long interval here. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Keep those knees coming up. We're double tapping, or you're doing an aggressive march. Don't get lazy here, guys. Last interval. Make it the best one. Knees coming up to hip level every time. Double tapping that ground. Doing the best we can. Just like our childhood days. Skipping along, but we're not going anywhere. Work, everybody. Core tight. String pulling your body up towards the ceiling. For about 10 seconds. Come on, let's keep it going. Core tight. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and let's rest. Beautiful work, you guys. Beautiful work. All right, last round of these kickstand squats. Let's make it our best one yet. 3, 2, 1. All the way in that left side. Coming down, pushing the ground away from us. You're not pushing yourself up here. We're pushing the earth down. Use all that power you got in that right leg. Good work, you guys. Toes are gripping the ground, big toes down. Loading up those glutes and those quads. Good work, guys. Push the earth away. 20 seconds. Core's tight, pushing the hips back. Almost as if we were to jump off this one right leg, but we're not leaving the ground here. Use that force, use that power. 3, 2, 1. Beautiful work, you guys, beautiful work. Okay, time to get that left leg going here. 3, 2, 1. Here we go, you guys, good work. Push away from the ground with that left leg, keep it going. Everyone's doing great, good work, you guys. Good work. Still going here. Good job, y'all, good job. Everyone's killing it. We got about 15 seconds left. Again, if this is your non-dominant leg, let's still grip the ground with that foot. This leg is still powerful enough to push the earth away from us. Almost as if we were to jump, but we're not leaving the ground. Good work, y'all, good work. 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. All right, we're done with those guys. Home stretch here, T's bent over for 50 seconds. And we're gonna cool down and get out of here for lunch. All right, 3, 2, 1. Let's get into that position first, palms out. Big pinches in those shoulder blades here. Exhale, make sure you can find that core. Finding a good position where there's no tension in the lower back. Trying to crack an egg with our shoulder blades here, guys. Give it an extra squeeze on this long round. Good job. Make sure all those shoulder muscles are really awake. Those shoulder blades can slide along the rib cage. Good work, everybody. 10 seconds. 15, excuse me. Love it. We're in the final 7. Here we go, guys. 3, 2, 1, and time. Everyone squeeze those glutes, stand all the way up. Beautiful work, you guys, beautiful work. All right, timer is off. We are done with the workout itself. All right, you guys, take a moment, stand up nice and straight, walk it off if you need to. Let's grab some water. We're gonna do our cool down in standing today. Good job, guys, good job. As we cool down here, slowly but surely ask the body to lengthen that exhale. I understand it's not gonna happen in 2 breaths. We're just gonna slowly make this happen as we cool down. So what we're gonna start with here is a standing quad stretch. Now, if you need to be around something, a wall, a chair to hold on to, we don't want this to be a balancing act. So let's go ahead and scoop up that left foot into our hands here. And what we're gonna try and do is pull it up towards our glute. And as we do that, as we bend that left leg, make sure that left knee is right about at the same level as the right knee. We want them right next to each other. Might already be feeling a stretch here, guys, but if you're not, squeeze that left glute. It will dump some more tension into that quad that we're stretching here. Once you find your spot, go ahead and lengthen that breath just a little bit more. Focus on that breathing. Good work, guys, good work. One more big breath. Nicely done. All right, let's slowly release that left foot. Bring it back down to the ground. All right, other side now. Take a moment, develop that balance on the left foot. Pulling that right heel in towards the glute. Right knee is right next to the left, pointed straight down. And again, we're just lengthening the breath slowly. Slowly but surely. Good work, everybody, good work. Squeeze that right glute if you want a little more tension as well, a little more stretch in the front there. Use these quads a lot today. Good work, everybody. All right, slowly, let's let it go. One more thing we're gonna do real quick. I know we're right at 12:30. Quick arm stretch. So let's reach across the body with the right arm. I'm reaching across myself, my right arm. Left arm is gonna come and pull that right arm in a little closer to my body. And here we wanna make sure we're not shrugging. Should be feeling a minor stretch in the right rear shoulder. Take a couple breaths. Pull that right arm in closer to your chest if you need to get some more tension. But again, shoulder blades should not be up near the ears. We're just trying to slowly breathe, stretch out those shoulders. One more breath. All right, on the exhale, slowly release those arms. And then we're gonna switch. We're reaching over across our body with the left, pulling that left arm in closer with our right forearm on the outside, trying to feel a left rear shoulder stretch. Almost said hip there. All right, guys, couple breaths, then we're out of here. Good work, everybody, good work. Gloomy days in both the Bay and LA, so I feel your guys' pain with the rain. All right, on that exhale, slowly let those arms go. Great work, you guys. We got a stretch break today at 3 p.m. with Brittany. Also, if you are in the Design to Run training program mobility class at 4, looking forward to seeing all you guys is there. Check SharePoint and Slack if you guys are trying to find out more stuff about Exos and what we do. Thank you guys for coming. You guys did great. I will see you guys next time.
Thanks, Luis.
Good work, you guys. Take care.
Thanks, Luis.
See ya. Thank you, guys.